This is Kevin. This is my brother. People say it's obvious. They can tell that we are Dick's children.
Even without the years.
Yeah, even without the figures. Dan, do you want to start and just say hi?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, you can just say, hi, I'm Dan, put my hand up.
Okay.
Or else we're going to take like an hour here.
Hi, I'm Dan. I knew Dick through the
Hi,
NDP.
Dan.
Yeah, thank you. I knew Dick through the NDP. He got me started, really, and Kirsten and Al, and it's one of the few people, some older NDPers can be crusty. Dick was very kind and generous with his time for us young folks, and I'm now an MLA, and I would not be an MLA if it weren't for Dick and the groundwork that he laid here and the hard work he did here. So yeah, he was a close friend.
Thank you. I should add, we do want to encourage you guys. So we'll do intros, and then Kevin and I and my mom, and we're going to say a few things, and then we encourage you to come up then and then tell the story, because there are many. I know everybody's got so many good Dick Harrington stories. Yeah. So for now, we'll just do a quick. Hi, my name is Brenda.
Yeah, hi, my name's Brenda Curry, and I've known Dick for about 10 years through football, and also a little more personally with some of his health issues and that sort of thing. And he was always a fun, great supporter, and he's just a great guy. And he's got great kids and grandkids.
Hi, I'm Ed. I've known Dick a really long time. I'm from Niagara Falls. I know him and his wife. Well, I was young then, but when they were down there running. But I've met up with Dick again here in Chilliwack, and I worked at the NDP for Gwynn Mahoney and Glenn, both of them. Yeah, I really miss my friend. Every day, we talked every day.
You're a personal friend too.
He was very, very close, so I really miss him. So,
Eddie,
hi everyone.
I need to add that Eddie was a really, really important part of the last few months, because I live in North Vancouver and Kevin lives in Hope, and we needed to get Dad back and forth to BC Cancer in Abbotsford, and so we would call Eddie and say, Eddie, can you go tomorrow? And he was always there, shuttling. Thank you. Okay, how do you follow that, Stu?
With food in your mouth.
We can wait.
I'm Stuart Plain. I knew Dick from the campaign trail, municipal politics in Chilliwack. I was a city councilor here. I also knew him through the Valley Huskers, and so I've known him for quite a number of years now. And we've had many political discussions, as well as a lot of discussions around a lot of other issues to do with people and society. And I always enjoyed talking with him. He was a great guy, smart man, very smart man, and he's just a very nice person.
Hi, I'm Sheila. I am Dick's sister-in-law, Margaret's sister, Jen and Kevin's aunt, etc.
I'm Brian with the NDP. I met Dick about 8 years ago when I moved here, and I met him in the provincial election 8 years ago, and he was doing signs and I was managing, and he did a heck of a job, and I've known him ever since then and been involved with him in several other campaigns after that.
I'm Gwynn Mahoney. I knew Dick because he was my campaign manager, and we had the Breakthrough 2012 by-election campaign together, which was years in the making. And I will gladly share some Dick tales, and we'll grab that microphone shortly.
Yeah.
I'm Cliff, and I can remember that campaign. I met Dick through the NDP.
I'm Lynn, and I met Dick through the NDP as well, and have worked on a number of campaigns, doing a variety of things. But I always remember Dick as being the ideas and the coordinator and signs man. He was always on signs. of which there are a lot of, all the signs continue to be named stored at Clifford's house. So a few volunteers will be required.
Nostalgia.
So Eddie, you know Clifford's house really well then.
Oh, yes,
You
I
moved
know.
all those signs. Does this bring back memories, Mom? Signs, storing signs.
Brings back memories for all of us.
For all of
Yeah.
us. For all of us, sometimes.
Hi, my name's Kirsten, and again, I met Dick through the NDP on Gwynn O'Mahony's campaign when he first started managing her campaigns. And we worked with Dick quite a lot, didn't we? Yeah, he had a lot of energy,
Lots of mischief.
boundless energy. I would tire out just looking at him. It was
Hi everybody, I'm Oldie Peterson, it's my wife Diane Peterson, that's our son Mark Peterson married to Janet.
And AV Tech.
Yeah, and these are our grandkids.
Our grandkids and Dick and Margaret are in-laws, and we've known them since,
Like 20 years?
20 years?
20 years.
How many years now, Jen?
Just a few.
Yeah, just a few.
Miles, you want to say hi? Say hi, Miles.
Who are you?
Hi, my name is Miles. Dick, what should I say?
Say Dick.
Your grandpa. What is he? He's your grandpa. Go for it.
He was my grandpa, and I have some good memories with him.
I know, right? I'm holding it together.
I'm not holding, yeah. Even media cries hello, you know.
Donna, now you have to follow that.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, I'm Jonah. Grandpa Dick was my grandpa. I miss him. He was really nice.
These people that snuck in here.
I'm Carol Lees, and I knew Dick through the NDP. He was active on Patty McConaughey's campaign when I was, and I was just dazzled by him.
You was what?
Dazzled.
Dazzled.
Oh, I like
Yes,
that.
I was. Patty, you snuck in.
I did.
Hi.
Wasn't very sneaky, obviously.
Just say hi and how you know that.
Oh, sure. So I don't have to get up or?
No.
Okay.
A quick intro.
Technology. Yeah. Anyway, well, thank you for reaching out, and yeah, I don't think it dazzled when I think of Dick, but but I think that it's just neat because I think so many people knew him in kind of different capacities, and I really had some adventures with Dick, so, and he taught me a lot, and I'd never run before when I met him, and he was very patient and very kind, and had a very good sense of humor, and Dick kind of wasn't one for doing things by following all the rules. He was a little unorthodox in some of the things he did, and and it made it really interesting. And you know, I have adventures of him driving, and we used to cover a lot of ground. And I think Gwen and I share that, where he was, you know, when we were doing door knocking. I mean, amazing how much ground, and he always had great insights and to keep my spirits up, and we had I know in the one office, Dick's office, and then somebody else's, and then the different snacks, like the healthy snacks, and then Dick's, like the Tim Hortons specials, and all of that, and then I just have so many good memories. So those part of things, and then I'll never forget on the last election, I was at the gas station, the Shell on Better, and Dick shouldn't have been driving. He had had a stroke, and I don't know, is Al here?
No, he's
okay.
up north.
He moved.
Okay, well, I'm not.
Sent his apologies.
Anyways, so, and Al, I look across, and here's, neither of them should have been driving. They had Dick's old pickup truck, and some other young fella that didn't know better, with them, and they had a ladder, and they're up there, and they got the truck. I mean, and it's not like discreet, and like, I mean, right there, big old pickup, and they're nailing up the signs, and neither of them should have been driving. And I was just like, oh my goodness. So I went over and chatted with them, and then one funny story, like when I was younger, I used to have my grandkids used to be with me just about every weekend, and we were meeting Dick at the Mill Street Park for the Labor Day weekend. So he got there before me, and I could see him across. And I had Jacob was about 9, and Sam would be about 12-ish. And I seen Dick, so I yelled out, "Hey, Dick!" And he didn't hear me, so I'm like, "Hey, Dick!" And my grandson, about 9 years old, he's like, "Grandma!" Like he, you know, "What are you doing?" Like, and don't call people that. And my and Samantha, who worked on the campaign, when she was older and that, and Dick was really something. Anyway, that's his name, and he looks at her and he says, "Who would name a child that?" And it was just so funny. But Dick came to my home at different times for Thanksgiving, and added some interesting insights to conversations. And I don't know, I learned a lot from Dick, and he had a lot of patience, and I really cared about him, and I was really pleased that I got to go and say my goodbyes when he was in the hospital, and I felt that we had a really meaningful conversation and a really meaningful goodbye, and I felt really good about it. And I really, I think the world's a better place, and I know I'm a better person for having had Dick in my life, and probably that's it.
We got sidetracked. There's a group over there. You guys still gotta say hi. You're not off the hook here. Yeah.
Say something?
Yeah, just tell me your name and how you know Dad. Yeah.
Well, I was a past, Jack Covey anyway, I was a past member of the Husker board, and Dick was on the board at the same time, so we had a lot of conversations, and I really enjoyed his stories about his experience in coaching, because that's what I had done in my life. And so we sort of compared notes, but nothing like his, because he's all over the world and seen a whole different aspect of athletes. And he used to particularly talk about the athletes up north, how strong they were and how capable. And he skated up to every practice. He was out on the sideline, and he genuinely, whatever he did, he really cared for the players. And anything that you asked him to do, he would do it, and he did it in a very professional way. So I really enjoyed his company, and as I say, I enjoyed the stories he had to tell. So, and he had a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody else from the Huskers there?
I just knew him through Jack, so yeah, great guy. And I really enjoyed his company. Oh, you already did it.
I already did.
Yes.
And I'm Tom Caverly, and I know him from the Huskers as well.
And I'm Bob Reese, I'm the head coach with the Huskers, and knew Dick through the Huskers over the last number of years now. So.
How long have you been head coach, Bob?
2017.
Yeah. 2017. Brenda and I were trying to figure out how long Dad was involved with the Huskers. 10 years.
10 years, yeah, I'm gonna say.
The reason, yeah, I'm Irene, and I knew Dick because we were on the board together, but also I took care of the boys, whether it be for food, jobs, whatever. And Dick helped me a lot. If I felt short on certain things, you know, I knew that I could just say to Dick, this is what I like, you know. And this is, You did it. So I really enjoyed his company. I enjoyed everything about Dick. Good man, yeah.
Thank you.
DJ?
My name is DJ. I probably met Dick about 10 years ago or so through general community agitation, politics and such, locally and all different levels, and was one of the many candidates lucky enough to be coached and mentored and able to learn from Dick. And I might share a story later, but I think the one thing that really sticks with me that I can't stop thinking about is if you know, everyone in the world were a little bit more like Dick Harrington, we would have a much better place. And I just I appreciate everything he taught me and the space he's made for every community he touched to just be better. That's how I know Dick.
My name's Chad. I'm DJ's partner. So I met Dick some time ago through DJ, but more recently on her campaign, and just a more of a witness to his dedication to his community and mentoring those he believed in. It was very evident. So I'm glad that so many of you have had that first-hand account with him to pass that along. He was a really good man.
Pauline and Gerald Gauthier. We worked with Dick in the NDP offices many times, and with signs. He used to call me young lady, even though I was only a few years younger than
The murmurings here, because I think, how many women can you put up your hands? Did he say, "Hey, young lady"?
I think so. And I've heard many of his stories, and I can just picture him in the office telling us all about how it was in the campaign offices that he worked in before. And he was always a cheerful, happy person. And he made things better for everybody in there. So I was glad to know him. Thank you.
And last but not least, my mom.
Hi, Margaret Harrington. We were married for 25 years, and we're friends, and we have these two beautiful people and two beautiful grandchildren, my daughter Jennifer and my son Kevin.
Thanks, Mom.
I was going to just introduce myself.
Please,
too.
please.
Okay. So I'm Rob, and I also knew Dick through the Democratic Party, and I wish Patty would have taken that picture, because I have seen that myself. Dick out there with other people putting up signs when he shouldn't be putting up signs. Just, you know, the little engine that could, right?
Yeah.
Just couldn't stop. But also, I heard today from a younger man than me, who is a Filipino immigrant veteran named Sam Chua. And he said that he regretted that he could not be here with us tonight, but he just sent me, he said I could just quote his remarks here. He said, "I wish I could be there this afternoon, but I hope you all have a wonderful day remembering Dick, as he was an inspiration to me. With Dick and having around the NDP party taught me such more about Canada, especially about J.S. Woodsworth, and of course the greatest Canadian, Tommy Douglas. Every time I ran with someone who does not understand socialism in Canada, I simply point out old age pensions, CPP, childcare, healthcare, of course, EI, work benefits, and so on, that these are and were socialist ideas. I'm really grateful that with Dick, I learned so much more about socialism, and I think socialism is compassion."
Thank you, Sam.
That's beautiful.
Oh, okay.
Kevin, I'm going to give you a 2-minute warning here. Yeah. I wasn't sure if I was going to script myself, because I'm going to fall apart. This has been way harder than I anticipated. this process of losing him. I think because, in all honesty, hearing these stories is a little bit foreign to me, if I can speak really honestly, because as kids, my dad gave everything to everything, and Kevin and I were a little left behind. And so that affected our relationship as adults. So it's so beautiful to hear it, but it's sometimes hard for me to reconcile. But as with, many families, when your loved one becomes sick, things shift. So I am very grateful that I had the last year for my dad. Sorry. Oh, it's so hard. It's okay. Yeah. So I didn't wear makeup today because I knew I would just make a mess. Dad, he was officially diagnosed with prostate cancer was May, so a year and a bit ago, and we thought we had more time. And he, like all of you know, he was stubborn. His favorite word over the past year was rigmarole. Jen, this is so much rigmarole. Does that ring a bell? So much rigmarole, Jen. And I was trying to get him, support people to come into his apartment, and I was trying to take him to BC Cancer, and so much rigmarole. I don't want all these people. He just wanted to do it himself. Sound familiar? Everything. He just wanted to do himself. So he was really determined to stay at home and to live in his apartment, despite some of our best efforts. And then, everything declined really fast in March, and he was only in hospital for maybe 2.5 weeks. Mom, was it? It was March 23rd. 1 week in hospital. March 23rd, he went into hospital, and then, hi guys, I can guess who you are. And then he was only in hospice for 6 days. So we had a really, really sort of short, intense goodbye.
Less suffering for him though.
But less suffering, thank you, Kevin. And I think where I'm trying to go with this is in the last year, in the last few months, my dad finally was able to say thank you to me, and to say I love you, and to recognize me after many, many years of only seeing his students and his NDP and his Huskers. And so it's this sort of bittersweet hearing all your beautiful stories. Okay. I'm just going to talk really quickly. Where's Stuart? It was a year ago. My dad, in his very practical way, said, okay, Jen, well, let's go see Stuart at the funeral home. And I was like, okay, sounds good. Which was a great, great thing to do, because it forced us to have that conversation. And I respectfully said to Dad, I'd like to take your ashes when you're gone and take some of them back to Niagara Falls. So some of his ashes are here, and then my family and I went back to Niagara, because all of this would be multiplied by hundreds in Niagara Falls because of the years of campaigning and teaching in Niagara Falls. So you can just sort of imagine that. And as for me, as his daughter, my memories were in Niagara Falls, and I wanted to take my kids back to Niagara Falls and tell them about my life with my dad in Niagara Falls. So I just wanted to share that I was able to do that, and we went to find my grandpa's resting site at a cemetery in Hamilton, Ontario, which was a challenge because I haven't been there in 25 years, and I had to remember, sorry, too close, thanks. And I found it, and so we left some of my dad with his dad, which felt really, really right. And then we went to some spots in Niagara Falls that were really special to me as a kid. And then we put the rest over the falls, which I thought was really cool, because Niagara Falls was a cool place to grow up, and they made a huge impact. My mom and my dad. Okay, Okay, let's shift gears. Kevin, it's your turn. I was gonna ask Jonah to play, but let's do Kev first. And then, are you
Yeah,
up for this?
Whatever, yeah.
Okay, it's your turn.